It's another episode of the show Matters Arising. You're on Light Radio. If you're just joining us for the first time. And what is Matters Arising program? It's a program that talks about the young and the old. It is centered on young and the old. Let me put it that way. The program that comes every Saturday evening between the hours of 5 to 5:30 p.m. It's a program that is aimed at entertaining, informing, and educating our target at the audience through well-selected topics of interest. My name is OLUFUNMI SHONOWO, alias Omabakoko, and with me here today is
OLUFUNMI.
You're welcome.
We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear.
So today on the show, we're talking about, let's talk about the segment. We're talking about the Nigerian present economic hardship and the possible way out. While in the other segments, we'll be talking about summer coaching and skill acquisition. Which is better? Is it summer coaching? Is it skill acquisition? Or is it just staying at home? So we're talking about the benefit, the importance of summer coaching or skill acquisition to our children, rather than staying at home after the long day and weeks at work, at school rather. So now, some parents talk about, they do believe that the summer coaching is a waste of time. Why some people like they should just stay at home and rest. So we're talking about, is it really necessary for them to go for summer coaching, or to learn at home, or to sit back at home? We'll be right back.
Welcome back. My colleague said, now we're talking about skills acquisition and summer coaching, the importance of summer coaching. Now, if we are to talk about it, what is summer coaching itself? And mostly summer coaching do appear at the very top in school calendar, So, because number one, the holiday is almost 6 weeks holiday, which is more far than the normal first time and second time holiday. Now summer coaching sometimes helps parents a lot. For 6 weeks, it's not all parents that are always at home to help their to look after their kids or their children. Summer coaching helps a lot in one reason or the other. Then why some don't believe in summer coaching, they believe in skill acquisition. Skill acquisition too helps. It's not only during summer period alone, but even there are some even throughout the old terms, both first term, second term, third term. After school activities, they still go for skills. They still go for one skills or the other.
Okay.
To learn work. Is either going to fashion industry, hairstylist. Some is into computer programming, different kinds of computer programming. For me, can you please enlighten us more into that?
Okay, talking about skill acquisition. To me, I would prefer skill acquisition over summer coaching.
Why?
You know why? So even in institution nowadays, after your tertiary education, if you are going for a service, there's a place for skill acquisition now. So we should not just believe in schoolwork, maths, English, and the rest. So nowadays, our parents have been enlightened to know that there's a time for skill acquisition. There's a place for it.
Okay.
So aside the normal academic work, children also need to know how to do some basic things.
But that skill acquisition of the thing we're talking about, don't you think that during the school hours period after school, they're going for a training as well?
I don't support going during school hours or after school hours. Okay. I mean during your leisure period, like this long break now.
Okay.
So they've gone to school for a whole term, a whole section stuff, and they're back home. So now during those they stay at home, some children will be fond of one doing one to the other. So just like one of my daughters, she likes drawing. She's into drawing. She likes drawing.
Okay.
So that kind of child, I can just say, okay, go for graphic design.
Okay.
If she's of age. So it doesn't even have to be carpentry work, plumbing work like people think nowadays. We have coding. We have graphic design. We have so many things that we can do. We have baking, kitchen and baking that you can do. So it doesn't have to be this organ or share thing of it, kind of a thing like people think. So we have so many things that we can do now aside going for summer coaching. All the same, if the child is not good enough in the class, you can actually employ a teacher too, or
a lesson teacher.
Yes, or go for summer classes. But if the child is doing very well in his or her work, you can go for coach for skill acquisition. That's to me.
I would say that skill acquisition of a thing. Even if you're going for it, you still have to learn as well. As in, you still have to read. That's for those who are ready to learn. Most out of 100%, like 99% of the children nowadays, they are not ready to learn.
Well, I agree with you. They are not ready to learn what? Trade or schoolwork?
Both.
I would say they are not ready to learn schoolwork, but that's another topic of its own entirely that we can go into later.
Okay.
Talking about schoolwork, I don't even believe, well, let me not go about that now. They still believe in hard work, in skill work than even this education of a thing nowadays.
It's not their fault anyway.
You know what I'm saying now? So I won't say much about that, that they love schoolwork or not. But some students actually, some are into Bitcoin and the rest, cryptocurrency. So they're actually learning some other things aside schoolwork. So if you're a parent, you can just encourage them more and teach them, let them go the right way. Let them take the right channel to do these things. Not going out behind your back and somebody misleading them. You understand? So if your children love skills than schoolwork, you can encourage them.
But the thing is that you don't force a child to go to what he or she is
I'm not forcing now. That's that you will see some interest your child develop while you are with him or her at home.
Okay.
Something a child likes doing, loves without stress, without even force. So just go to the child. Okay, you can just encourage the such child by just supporting him or her. With just a little push, and the child is good to go. So I'm not saying summer coaching is bad. After my children they are in for summer coaching this year, but what I'm just saying is that if a child is very good, you can try other aspects.
Do you know that there are some summer coaching that's even this skill acquisition is also part of?
If I see such, I would even prefer that than this academic learning.
Because there are some that's maybe like out of 5 days in a week, they might use 3 days for normal school lesson. Then maybe the remaining 2 days is for all these skills, maybe going into bidding.
Yeah, they can go to bidding. They can like
because I remember when I was still younger, some of my younger ones, then there's a school they go for summer coaching. Like Monday to Wednesday is for normal school learning. Then Thursday, Friday, some is soap making, beads, decorating,
now you are
all
talking.
stuff like that.
Say that even this present economy that we are in now,
it's not only about you even need it.
It's not only about academic work now. So you have to try your hands on something that can fetch money as well aside that academic work. You understand?
Okay.
You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
All right, welcome. Sorry, welcome back. We are on this is Matter Arising live on this Light Radio, and we are talking about skill acquisition and summer coaching. What's the importance of summer coaching? Like we said, like what Fumi said, that learning acquisition, skill acquisition is is a must. As in, yes, is a must due to the present economic that we are in right now. In fact, now if you lean on school academics work alone, it takes you nowhere.
No, it affects some people money. You can't blame them. It's just not balanced.
It's not balanced.
Some are earning well with their academic work.
Okay.
And some are also earning big money, fast money in skill acquisition. So what works for A might not work for B.
So, parents, our parents out there, our mommies, our daddies, please, during this summer, and at least the summer coaching is fast.
It's on already.
It's on, and then it's going gradually because school
this is the first week.
This is the second week.
This is the first week for summer coaching.
In my own daughter's school, this is the second week.
Really?
So before the end of August, I think 24 or 25 they will stop.
Okay.
So please don't allow your kids or your children to be idle at home. Please involve them. I won't say you should force them, but try to encourage them into something. Either going for school, summer coaching at school, or going, learning of different kinds of trades. Try to watch or to look on or ask on what that child, what he or she is good at. Because I remember when I was still small then, I enjoy this electrician work, all this.
Why did you go for it?
Then my mom then was like, no, you can't do it. So this or that. It's either you go for pedicure, you go for this, which I'm not even interested in it at all. She understand. So that thing really, disturbed. I beg, well, instead of me to go for that, let me just kukuma face my studies, learn and
so please. Up, like you have said now, it's true. Learn a trade, go for summer coaching, but don't stay idle. It's very important. And at the same time, this is a period for children and parents to bond.
Mm-hmm.
Even while going for coaching, while doing school acquisition, have time for your children. Know them, know their friends. Know their recent behavior. It is very, very important. Thank you.
Somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody. When you're worried, your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. So don't worry, be happy. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't.
So you're welcome back to the show. Now we're in Couples Arena, and like I said earlier today, we're talking about the economic crisis, hardship in Nigeria present today. And the possible solution, the way out. What we think we can do, at least, to minimize the effects in our families, in our workplace, individually, and the rest. So we'll be going through tough patch now. And honestly speaking, the government is trying its best to curb all these things. But because of the fuel removal, the subsidy removal, like you all know, immediately the fuel removal subsidy was removed, price hiked up straight. So price of goods, it's how it's transportation, if you all remember. Transportation flew up. Then it also affected foodstuff and the rest of the thing. So today we're talking about the effects and the likely solution to all these things. We'll be right back.
Sure, wait happen. I tell you something, they laugh.
Make I no laugh. Now the thing when you tell me they make me laugh, if you don't know. Say you want cut. I don't die. People they hustle, they wrong go America. Our future leader, they clear from Africa. Waiting be this continental confusion. People they blame the government of our nation. I want to know the price of democracy. Somebody tell me before I go crazy. We can't be this, our people they suffer. Now only God do fit this palava. Oh yeah.
Tony Tetula, thank you. This has been going on for a while. It's not just today's thing, but it's getting worse. That's just the truth of the matter. This man sang this song many years ago, and it's still relevant in today's topic. So this is not start just now. Like if you all agree with me, it started a long time ago, but over the years, it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's just getting worse. For a while now, for the past 2 months, fuel subsidy have been the topic of discussion on every program you hear, TV, or the media, everywhere, social media. You be hearing about fuel subsidy removal and the likes. So for me, I don't really see the, I want to call it the removal, before the removal, it have fetched some people's money. You understand now? The removal actually did not favor the rich, the people that have been earning from this fuel subsidy of a thing. You understand what I'm saying? But now it's affecting everybody. The removal is a good one for Nigeria because it will make us have some money. The only thing that is there is that it's affecting us now because we are not used to buying petrol for 600 naira per liter from the normal 180 something that we were buying before. We are not used to it, and we are not. Some people say we are not ripe for it. I will say yes, we are not ripe for it, and some people are also arguing the fact that we don't make proper plan before the fuel removal, subsidy removal rather. You said exactly. What's your view?
Because like what Tetula said, he go better. You understand? It's not something that anybody planned for. Okay, doing this Tinubu regime of a thing, all what everybody was thinking of is like, okay, maybe the fuel subsidy removal will be even more lower than the normal.
Do you know that there was no there was no provision for June. Since there was no provision for June subsidy. So it wasn't even him that removed it. The past administration did not provide for June. He just announced it. So now what is the effect of all these things? Many can no longer afford basic amenities. Feeding allowance is very, very high now. In fact, even rice, I was hearing this when I was coming today now that rice is 700 naira per debika from 500 naira.
That one has been on for almost 3 weeks now. 3 weeks of even a month.
I know of the Gary part because I buy Gary once in a while at home. It's 1.5 instead of 800 naira. So now, what is the way out? How do you see? No, it's crying and wailing. Will it solve all this problem?
At all?
No. I haven't heard about NLC proposed strike, and now we have medical associations on strike presently due to this same thing that they want more money. They want more what they call it,
income,
provisions and amenities for them, which is right. It is normal, but wailing will not solve the solution. So we have to look for necessary steps too. Or what do you think? Now this fuel subsidy, number one, it makes transportation to be increased. If your ticket before is just 200 naira per day, you'll be spending 500, not even 400 naira.
No, it's this like one is multiplied by 3%.
Increment.
You multiply it by 3.
So that's also affected foodstuff. affected so many things, and it will even affect school fee.
Definitely.
Because my daughter's school now, their transport bus will be increased. Transportation school bus will be increased. And I do not blame them. They're also buying what? Petrol.
Wow.
So now what is the way out? What do you think is the way out? The effect on the mass is poor. It's very, very bad. And someone said that the rich are already getting richer while the poor are getting poor. It's not that you are rich or you are poor.
There's no middle class now.
You get it now. So now what is the way out? What do you think we can do to curb all this? Because it go better.
It go better.
We have been saying that for the past years.
And it go
And
still
we are
better.
seeing it needs now.
No, it
and
go
the
still
economic
better.
It's getting worse, not getting better. Sort of now it's true now. So what is the way out? What is the solution? Let's talk about it. I mean, let me hear your view. Tosin.
Okay. Firstly, I don't know. Let me start from the top.
Okay.
The thing that I think my own point of view is that the government should at least assist due to increments in salary.
Now if the government agree and increase your salary, are you a civil servant?
I'm not.
So how does it affect you?
What? I'm a teacher. She understands. So at least if the government increase the salary of their own workers, because now the school fees for this time alone has been increased. And what the owner of the school, the proprietor told us was that since starting from the resumption in September, she's also going to increase her salary as well because things are. I know. Let's see now. Let it come to pass first.
She already said it. That means she's making plans towards it.
So if there's increments in salary, though it will affect, but it won't be that much. Then secondly, nowadays you don't use your 10 hands to eat.
Okay.
So, if you don't know how to save before, I think this is the right time to start learning how to save. If you are eating 3 square meals in a day.
What if you have ulcer because of economic crisis?
Ulcer. That ulcer, you minimize. That ulcer has to go by fire, by force. Because due to what the foodstuffs are talking about in the market now, you can't just. This one is just eat to satisfy. This one is eat to live.
Okay.
It's not eat to I'm full. Just eat for you to live. That's okay. Let me just so that there will be something inside me. Because if you say it's eat to satisfy yourself, then you have any savings. If you have anything, any kobo in your account.
Okay, like Tosin has said, you are right. You said it all already. Number one, to actually curb the effects of this hardship on us, we should have a budget. This month, this is the list for this month, and don't go above that budget. It is very, very important not to go above that budget. Now I'm making plans for this thing for this month. I'm buying so and so thing for this month. Let it stand. Don't look at the left or the right. Just face your home. Then number two, we should not rely on the single source of income. You're saying something like that your school now wants to increase your salary.
Mm-hmm.
He or she is a human being. What if it fails?
That's also.
So we shouldn't have a source of income. This Nigeria that we have now, if you are a salary earner, find a side hustle.
Like one business
exactly,
or
that you can do that will fetch you little money. If it's even transport fare for you, it will add to your income. Another one, like you said, save. In fact, you should start saving. No excess money for Pepsi and Coke and the likes. No, as in any money that you know that it is not needed. You spend for necessary things, not something that's not needed.
Mm-hmm. Try to curb it.
Yes. Then another thing I think you should know is that don't do I wanna be. Don't try to impress people. Yes. You cannot afford this. Don't say because Tose is doing something. I want to show them that I'm working. This is not the time for show off at all. Then you should not depend and put our hope on government. That's why I was saying the other time that what if you are not a salary, you are not a civil servant? Now the government have promised a lot of things for small and large scale business this thing and everything agriculture. But what if they fail? So we should not put our hope in the government. It also has to do with childbearing too. Don't give birth to children that you cannot cater for. Now you have a family of yourself, your wife, and you have like 6 children in this present economy.
And there's still one.
And there's still one in tummy. Yes. So this is not the time that you start giving birth unnecessarily.
No, this one is. I have told God there are 7 children I want to give birth.
Suppose I know I want. I'm looking for a male child. I'm looking for a female child. Start giving birth to people that you cannot handle. They will end up becoming nuisance in the streets. They don't take unnecessary loans. In fact, avoid loans at all costs. And if you must take, have a plan for it.
And take the one that will not choke you.
Exactly. Then invest. Like I said, you can have a side also. Invest in everything you are doing. Achieve an investment plan for you for the future. You can go into insurance. You can go into stockbroking. Anything that will fetch you money later. Instead of ranting about and say that, hey, Nigeria. So people are still building house.
Yes, now.
People are still buying new cars.
Exactly.
So people are still doing something good, even in this present economy. So just manage yourself. Sit down with your husband at home, with your wife at home. Don't nag. Just look for possible solutions together. Then lastly, don't be too generous. It shock you?
It shocked me.
Don't be too generous. Someone was telling me this morning. Somebody a friend owe another friend money, like 25,000 naira for past 2 months. So as at this morning, the person still asking for another 10,000. You're not talking about the first man money. You said so don't be too generous, because they will still abuse you later on that. Why did you? Exactly. How did the But if he's doing that for 3, 4, 5 persons, where's the money? So don't be too generous. I'll end on this note. So any comments?
Well, you've said it all. That's just the main. Don't be too generous. That's the key points in it. Don't be too generous, because there are some
you get it.
I mean, you have to learn.
And they will, if something happens to you, they go to another person. Available.
You just have to learn it. Learn how to, to like, let
it not be no.
Yes, be yes. So it's
so
not
I
that.
don't look at the man this one. I'm like, now you sabi behave. You like give him, I don't give him. But you also have a family.
Abi, I remember when I was coming and the woman just told me, please, man, do you have 100 naira? I just looked at it. I said, 100 naira. I might be no.
Maybe just like this.
Tell your father, tell your sister, tell your brother, say a prayer for our nation. Declare the message from Tony Betwila.
And on our topic matter arising on Light Radio, please learn to economize your income. Learn to save, and then learn to this thing, let your no be no, your yes should be yes. If you don't have any other business aside doing, please go and get one. And please try to cooperate with your family, both your children and your husband or your wives at home. Thank you very much.
I would also like to leave you with this point. Cut your coat according to your size. In fact, it's according to your cloth now. Not even your size again. It's true. And do not live above your means or try to impress someone at this time. Also, don't look at the social media space. It's full of lies and deceit. So don't copy somebody is doing fine on the social media space and trying to now live above your means. In fact, nowadays everything with your wife and your husband. Tell your husband that
everything now is about packaging.
You
package yourself.
This is packaging is yourself, and you won't know. So please cut your coat according to your clothes. Not even your size now, according to your clothes. So see you again, same time, same session next week. My name remains OLUFUNMI SHONOWO. Bye.
No food for stomach, poverty they spread you. This no be joke, they talk am for radio. People they drink, that they run after luxury.